Aw snap, here we go again. And again, and again, and again. And again and again. Ever since the E! Network decided to forcefully feed us all things Kardashian since the start of the mid-2000s, the United States in particular has had the privilege to be graced with Kris Jenner and her cash cow churren, and their many extravagant vacations, feuds, and scripted banter. From Kim's first wedding that lasted all of 3 seconds to the births of the next generation of Kardashian heirs, the storylines within their long-running reality TV show may not always be the most consistent, but the lawsuits stacked up against them have definitely been a recurring matter. From Kim's newly successful endeavor in Skims to her Lori Harvey inspired skincare line, Kimoji, Kylie Cosmetics, 818, and more. Oh yeah, Jenners, y'all in this too. Here's an in-depth look inside some of the biggest Kardashian-Jenner legal woes. Raise your hand if you've ever been personally victimized by Kris Jenner. Time and time again, the Kardashian name owners come out with a new product, a new business. Heck, nowadays, even a new baby. Since the days of their family-owned Dash boutique stores and prior, the Kardashians have established themselves as America's favorite family, and I use favorite very loosely. Love them or hate them, you can't deny that the Ks have done a phenomenal job upholding relevancy in the public eye, even if that means selling themselves out to the highest bidder quite literally. If you know, you know. Ray J. Before they, plus the most notable Jenners, America's favorite supermodel Kendall, y'all upset yet? And your favorite beauty brand mogul, Kylie Jenkins, were dominating the catwalks, Instagram feeds, and cosmetic establishments. In 2012, they were facing a major lawsuit with Chroma Makeup Studio. You see, about 4 faces ago, before Kylie launched her own makeup brand, Kylie Cosmetics, advised by no other than momager Kris, that'd take the beauty community by storm, the Kardashians launched their own Chroma beauty collection back when it was alleged the world was supposed to end. I'm sure many wouldn't have been upset if the Kardashian world domination ended, but that's neither here nor there. A makeup studio based in Los Angeles filed a suit against the sisters as well as their licensing company, Boldface Plus Branding, for trademark infringement. Michael Ray, Chroma's co-owner, filed a suit in the Central District of Cali's Western Division Court claiming that he and his company had been using the Chroma trademark for over 12 years. The clan's brand infringing on Michael's trademark caused consumer confusion and was overall tarnishing the original Chroma image. His words, not ours. After the Kardashians settled the suit, the exclusive European license of the Chroma Collection EU, different brand from the first Chroma, try to stay with me, filed a suit against them in the US District Court. A multi-million-dollar trademark infringement suit alleging the Kardashians began marketing their makeup line after Lee Tillett, the brand's creator, talked to Kim personally about Kim representing their makeup collection. 2015, middle of the 2010s decade, and the uprising of the Kardashians' impact on social media. The year Kylie got busted for telling stories about her enhanced lips, and the year Kung Fu Factory filed a lawsuit in California professing that Kris and Kim stole their Kim Kardashian Hollywood mobile game from them after working on it with them for several months. Kung Fu Factory aided in the development of Mortal Kombat and others. They also alleged Kris, aka the Suge Knight of reality TV, ran off with the copyrighted material that the company shared with her while brainstorming for the project. Filing a $10 million suit against Jenner was their next move, which would be settled later in 2016. After the supporting cast member on the Keeping Up with the Kardashian TV show failed to trademark her name, losing to the original Kylie shown as Kylie Minogue, Kylie, the faux billionaire Jenner, came under fire after she was accused of repeatedly taking from the imagery of a Los Angeles-based makeup artist, Vlada Haggerty. The youngest Kardashian sister, contrary to literally everyone's beliefs, Khloe Kardashian, was hit with a copyright infringement lawsuit after posting a photo of herself on her Insta account, going for a meal at David Grutman's Miami restaurant Komodo, failing to license the pic from its copyright holder, Exposure. Both Kylie and Khloe Monet found themselves both at the hands of accusers yet again after New York-based brand Plugged NYC, known for its colorful camouflage staples, called out Kylie's new camo collection. Apparently, Stormi Webster's mommy cut and pasted Plugged NYC's existing camo designs for her own line. On the other side of the pond, the Blue Dazzle designer Destiny Blue fixed her lips to call out Khloe for outright stealing her designs. Khloe and her team had allegedly ordered an array of pieces from Destiny's indie label before she, that is Khloe Kardashian, included clone designs in her Good American collection. Must we bring up those infamous Hip Hop Meets Jenner t-shirts? Unveiling a line of $125 tees y'all could have got for $12 on Amazon or Etsy, the vintage shirts featured the faces of some of hip-hop's most beloved icons like Tupac and Biggie, Biggie, as well as the identities of artists from some of your favorite rock bands like Led Zeppelin, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, and Pink Floyd. Needless to say, they, being the public, were not here for the foolishness. Ozzy Osbourne's own daughter, Kelly, even called out the girls and their struggle merch for daring to use such icons for their own products and having the nerve to profit from it. Just a few hours post-launch cease and desist letters from The Doors and Biggie Smalls' own mother later, the shirts were indefinitely pulled, more like yanked, from Kendall and Kylie's online store. The backlash didn't stop there. The copyright holder of the two photos depicting Tupac, Michael Miller, went and filed a whole copyright infringement lawsuit against the Jenners for misappropriating and wrongful exploitation. Another copyright holder of some of the photos used on the tees, Al Pereira, also went ahead and dipped his toes in the copyright puddle, which was ultimately settled out of court. While Kylie was being hit yet again with a suit, this time from UK artist Sarah Pope for stealing her neon lippy look seen in a promotional trailer for Kylie's now defunct reality show, Life of Kylie, that lasted about as long as that kiss Tristan Thomas gave Jordan. Kimberly was hit with a suit on the exact same day by Danish makeup artist Kristen Kierweiss, who alleged that Kim was infringing upon her brand called KW. Y'all see where I'm going with this, right? Kim launched her beauty company, KKW, back in 2017, but according to Kristen, she's been utilizing KW since 2010, and Miss Kimberly needs to go somewhere with all that. In the words of Ray J's 2013 single, I Did It First, a tune designer Jean-Paul Gaultier had also been humming after he took to his brand's Instagram to air out Kim's thievery. Similarities between his 25-year-old body-shaped fragrance bottle and Kim's KKW Body by Kim fragrance were present. From copying fragrance bottles to copying sunglasses from Emilio Pucci with surprise, Kim had been seen sporting a pair of his sun blockers the prior summer. Earlier that same year, it had been reported that Northeast Mama was being sued for stealing the name and idea for the multi-million-dollar app Kimoji. If you haven't seen our video on the man behind the Kim Kardashian Ruin My Life website, then make sure you go check that out. But in case you weren't aware, a man who goes by the name David Liebenson filed a $100 million fraud on breach contracts and breach of contract suit against Kim after she outright stole his business idea consisting of the Kimoji app that made $1 million a minute, like Kanye Tele, as well as the app Censorgram, which allowed users to filter out their comments on the Instagram app before Instagram created the option to do so, which in itself was allegedly proposed to the CEO of Instagram by Kim herself, who had a substantial amount of followers on the app at the time. This was circa 2014, y'all, just keep that in mind. After agreeing to a partnership with Kim, who wanted to be the face of an anti-bullying app, and following a flight to the Calabasas to meet up with the Kardashian matriarch David and co, proposed the idea of the Kimoji app to Kim and Kris, who were enthusiastic about David's ideas, only for David to be cut off with the swiftness, sent cease and desist letters, and had his entire livelihood snatched from under him in the blink of an eye. In 2020, after many failed business ventures with the help of her husband Kim, created her now successful Skims, which had originally been called out following the original name of the diverse shapewear line Kimono. Saeed Bolton filed an infringement lawsuit for her unauthorized reproduction and public display of copyrighted photographs of herself and Kanye, which had been taken and owned by Saeed, a professional photographer registered with the US Copyright Office in his name. While y'all was in the house binge watching Netflix and catching up on those hobbies y'all left to collect dust years prior, Kris's kids were conjuring up all kinds of business ideas to generate revenue. Those Italy trips aren't gonna fund themselves. Kendall and Kylie yet again would be hit with another lawsuit after lace-making company Clabber Brothers accused them of hijacking one of its lace patterns, using it to make and sell products under the Kendall and Kylie collection name. Coco was out here plotting and scheming her way to the bag at the expense of smaller creators. Blue Dazzled was on her neck yet again, with even more receipts displaying that Khloe had purchased multiple items from their business under the premise that OJ's rumored love child was going to be wearing the pieces herself. Instead of wearing the items, Khloe outright copied Blue Dazzled pieces. A piece in particular, a sheer nude bedazzled bodysuit being heavily promoted by Khloe's Good American brand, which was allegedly ripped off from the Blue Dazzled brand. They weren't the only ones being ripped off by Khloe either. Christian Cohen also called out Khloe for taking samples he had loaned her, which she ended up selling on her Kardashian Closet website. From KKW to Skin, Kim has wiped her hands with her makeup brand, transforming it into an all-around wellness and luxurious skincare line launched in June of 2022. A trademark opposition battle against a company with a similar name, Skin Plus, claiming Kim and her cosmetics manufacturing collaborators violated a trademark infringement infringement, citing unfair competition and civil conspiracy under New York laws for launching a confusingly similar brand. Y'all also let it be known that Kim's skin looks oddly familiar to another Nepo baby's recently launched, at the time, skincare line. Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey, launched her own line of affordable skincare, Skin by LH, back in February of 2022, just 4 months before Kimberly debuted hers, and we must say the two lines do look strikingly similar to another. Just 4 months before Kimberly debuted hers, and we must say the two lines do look strikingly similar to one another. Coincidence? Miss Kendall Jenner launched her 818 tequila brand in 2021 and couldn't secure a good year before being sued by the owners of Tequila 512. The 512 Austin, Texas area code claimed that San Fernando Valley's 818 was a blatant ripoff of their spirit, pointing out the bottle's similar color schemes and layout. The owners of 512 also referred to Kim's stolen Kim Kardashian Hollywood game, where a prominent image of animated Kim can be seen holding their bottle of 512 tequila. Now, ain't this a mess? The two tequila brands have since settled their beef, allowing each party the right to use their existing names. Both agreed to make changes to their labels to clarify the unrelatedness of each brand, 512 adding established 2012 to its label. The businesses and brands mentioned in this video work hard, but it's no secret that Kris Jenner works even harder at keeping these lawsuits hidden via arbitrations or coughing up a good chunk of change to give to those daring to go against the Kardashian-Jenner machine. These aren't even half of the lawsuits the family has racked up over the years. The Kardashians and Jenner duo have also done their fair share of stealing from a mass amount of Black creators, more especially Black women, but y'all already knew that, and have gotten away with their planned thievery since the beginning of their media hierarchy. Given that their father aided in getting a once well-beloved football player off the hook in a double homicide, we can't say we're all that surprised. Yeah, we're choosing violence. And with that being said, make sure you like the video and let us know who else the Kardashian-Jenner girls, minus Kourtney, scammed on their way to the top. Let us know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comments, and stay tuned for more true celebrity stories.